Start, okay?
Okay,
Uh,
fine.
Good evening, everyone. We are excited to introduce you to SkillVeda, an innovative platform dedicated to empowering young minds with essential skills for the future. In this online workshop, we will focus on library and resource center working. Our today's trainer, Ms. Preeti Sharma, is an award-winning librarian with more than 18 years of experience in the education field. Let's embark on this exciting journey together. Welcome, Ms. Preeti.
Thank you so much. Okay, so today's topic is very interesting, library and resources. Since you are all students, so you have been to the libraries once, at least once in your lifetime. And in the schools also, you must be regularly visiting your libraries. So before we start, I just want to know about what is a library to you? Like, what do you mean by a library? How do you explain? Just write in the chat box. A small one-liner or something on one word, something that you can relate to, जिससे आप relate कर सकते हो कि library आपके लिए क्या है. मतलब library word सुनते ही क्या सबसे पहले दिमाग में आता है? Okay, good. Anshika says a collection of books. Very good. It is very nice. Chavi says it is a place full of imagination. I'm very excited after getting these answers. Okay, fine. So yes, so before we move ahead, okay, another one, to me, library is like a universe full of knowledge, yet many unknown things. Very nice, Aryan. So you have been library lovers and you have been visiting your libraries and enjoying that. Great. It is a place which contains a lot of books. Yes. So now, next, let's watch a small video and then we'll see, then we will discuss this further. Okay. I think the audio is also it's audible.
Audio is not there, Preeti ji, I think.
Acha. Let me share it again. Sometimes when you share, we need to share the audio also. Wait. Is it audible now?
Yeah, now it's audible.
While we all know that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, this is one case in which evaluating something on its appearance is not only accepted, but encouraged. These libraries are known for noteworthy exteriors. Think soaring architecture with inspiring interiors, and that's nothing compared to the millions of books housed within their walls. So whether you're a bookworm or an architecture lover, start adding these beautiful libraries to your must-visit list. The Library of El Escorial, San Lorenzo de El Escorial, Spain. Not only is this Spanish library a work of art, it's also part of a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Originally commissioned by King Philip II, the library's most dazzling feature is a series of 7 frescoes that depict the liberal arts, music, rhetoric, astronomy, and so on. The town of San Lorenzo de El Escorial, which is about 45 minutes outside of Madrid, has long been a favorite of Spanish royals, and there's plenty more to see here beyond the library, including a monastery, gardens, and the pantheons of former princes and kings. Austrian National Library, Vienna, Austria. The Austrian National Library is the largest library in Austria, with more than 12 million items in its various collections. The library is located in the Neuburg wing of the Hofburg in center of Vienna. One of the Austrian National Library's most jaw-dropping features is the huge fresco on the ceiling, which was created by painter Daniel Grant. The dome is also decorated with statues by sculptor Paul Strudel that pay tribute to the Habsburg rulers. Among the exhibits are two exquisite Venetian Baroque globes, one for the earth and one for the sky, each with a diameter of more than 1 meter. George Peabody Library, Baltimore, Maryland. The George Peabody Library, part of Johns Hopkins University, contains over 300,000 volumes stacked in 5 decorative tiers. The books are impressive, sure, but the cathedral-like atrium, marble floors, and wrought iron details are the main draw here. Is it any wonder the library has become one of the most popular wedding venues in Baltimore? Strahov Monastery Library, Prague, Czech Republic. The Strahov Monastery in Prague was originally founded in 1143. Despite wars, fires, and other disasters, the order endured and built its library in 1679. The library's best-known features are its remarkable ceiling, which is covered in biblical frescoes, and the compilation wheel that can turn and rotate shelves in order to make books easier to find without knocking any of them over. Library of Alexandria, Bibliotheca Alexandrina, Egypt. Alexandria was once home to the most famous library in the world. Now, Egypt pays homage to its biblio-heritage with this sleek granite building. The circular structure, designed by Norwegian firm Snøhetta, is covered in carvings done by local artists and sits next to a large reflecting pool. Although there are plenty of books in 3 languages, Arabic, French, and English, there are also museums, a planetarium, and a lab dedicated to restoring and preserving ancient manuscripts.
Okay, so now you have seen different libraries around the world. So now have your perception changed a little bit? Apart from having the books, storehouse of books, there are a lot of books in the library. Uske alawa, what things like what are the thoughts that come to your mind after seeing all these libraries? Just few thoughts in your in the chat box. I'm waiting. Yes. So some of you have already said it is like a universe. So जब हमने ये libraries देखी, so they actually portray the entire world, the entire universe. जिसमें there was a library that has got more than 3 lakhs books. There was a library that has got a museum and a planetarium. So library का concept has totally changed now, has totally improved and improvised now. So in one simple sentence, what is a library? A library is infinity under a roof. There are infinite possibilities, infinite information, knowledge, whatever you say. So it is not just a place where there are books where you can go and read. Instead, it is the only place that holds the past, present, and future. All the three eras, past, present, and future, are there available in the library. So this is the actual role of a library, not only just storing books, reading stories and all. So now you have understood the concept of a library. Moving ahead, let's discuss about types of libraries. Abhi tak you have been exposed to only your school library, I guess. Maybe a few of you must have visited other libraries also. So the types of libraries include academic libraries, जिसमें school and college and university libraries आती हैं. Then there are public libraries. If you have heard about Delhi Public Library, British Council, American Center, these are called public libraries because these are open for public. Anybody in that area, anybody in that country, anybody in that place get the membership. Instead, academic libraries में, special libraries में, organizational libraries, national, these are the libraries where they cater to a specific category, specific clientele. Like special libraries में Braille library है, that will obviously cater to the people with visual impairment. Then there are research libraries, those help in the research to the scholars. Then there are reference library. So this term reference library means the library has a lot of resources, but those resources cannot be issued, cannot be taken out of the library. So you can go and sit and refer the resources, sit and study them, and then you have to return them then and there. You cannot take those resources home. So that is the difference between a normal library and a reference library. Then there are organizational libraries. Like, do you know that Parliament itself also has a huge library? So every government organization has a library for their staff. So it is also specifically catering to only the staff of that particular organization, like India Habitat Center. You may have heard about that for some events and excursion and all, but they have their library also. India International Center. Then AIMS itself also has a library that caters to the doctors and the students who are studying there, who are doing this research or studying there. Then the most important library is National Library. Every country has a national library, and there are certain roles that the National Library plays. Apart from having resources, apart from having books and other materials, there is this very, very interesting and very specific role for this National Library. So that role is basically that particular country, whichever book is being published in that country, this library will have a copy of that. This is a mandate. चाहे कितनी भी छोटी book है, चाहे कितनी भी बड़ी book है, one copy has to be submitted to the National Library. And the most important thing, there is a term called ISBN that we will discuss later in this session. For ISBN, every country has this National Library that provides that ISBN to a particular book. हर book जो publish होती है उस country में, उसको ये ISBN number provide करती है, which is a unique identification number. वो ISBN सिर्फ एक ही book का particular होता है. अगर उसकी multiple copies हैं, say Harry Potter की 1 lakh copies हैं, so all the 1 lakh copies will have that particular ISBN. Same. And उसके जितने different volumes हैं, every volume will have a different ISBN. So individual one book will have a different ISBN. Kind जैसे आपका अपना एक नाम है, वैसे ही वो उस book के लिए एक identification number है, उसका specifically apart from title. क्योंकि if you know about classics, so classics बहुत सारे हैं. Treasure Island नाम की book जो है, वो बहुत सारे publishers ने publish करी है. Penguin ने भी करी है, रूपा ने भी करी है. There are multiple publishers जिन्होंने this book publish करी है, The Treasure Island. But आपको कौन से publisher की कौन सी specific वाली Treasure Island चाहिए, that can be identified through the ISBN only. Because उसका title भी same होगा, उसका author भी same होगा. But उसका ISBN different होगा क्योंकि different publisher has published that. Fine, so that is the most important role. And in India, Raja Ram Mohan Roy Library in Kolkata is the National Library of India. So moving ahead, a library is not a library without its resources. Without the resources, the library cannot be a library. So what are the resources of a library? Books and other resources. So let's discuss what are the resources. क्या resources होते हैं library में? Can anyone tell me apart from books? Books तो हमें पता है होती हैं library में. Can anyone just keep guess or tell me कि books के अलावा और क्या resources होते हैं library? Okay, so there are two types of resources, books and periodicals. Do you know what are periodicals? Periodicals are the magazines, newspapers, newsletters, yearbooks. हर स्कूल में, हर लाइब्रेरी में बुक्स के अलावा periodicals भी होते हैं. These are the mandates. Books में भी novels, story books, encyclopedias, textbooks, subject reference books, competitive exams preparation books. All these come under books, and periodicals में magazines, newspapers. So I hope you must have visited your school library and you are aware about some of the magazines. If you can name one or two magazines from your school जो आपने कभी पढ़ी हैं बचपन में या अभी during your grade 12, anybody can give the answer. Moving ahead, so अब resources तो हैं, books हैं, but उनको हम library में categorize कैसे करते हैं? आपने देखा इतनी सारी books, इतनी बड़ी बड़ी libraries में लाखों books हैं और आपकी school library में भी thousands में books होंगी. So how do they classify? कैसे how do they categorize? कैसे करते हैं कि ये book को इस category में रखना है? This book should come under this category. So there are two broad categories: fiction and non-fiction. Fiction में आ जाता है short stories, fantasy, mystery, humor, horror. And non-fiction में आ जाता है self-help, poetry, plays, psychology, philosophy, history. So these are the two broad categories that basically cater to the libraries. Now, अब fiction में भी हम उसको organize कैसे करते हैं? How do we organize? If you have to find a book, if you are going to the library and you have to search a book, a story book, a fiction, a novel, how will you search for it? So there is the standard rule that all the fiction in across the libraries, पूरी दुनिया में, around the globe, किसी भी library में चले जाओ, the fiction is always organized as per the author's name. And the most important part here is the author's second name or the surname, not the first name. So if you are looking for a book by Ruskin Bond, you will go to the B shelf, not the R shelf. This is a common mistake that the children do. Ruskin Bond चाहिए तो they go and look for the book in the R shelf. But libraries में it is always with the second name, surname of the author. And now in the non-fiction. Non-fiction is basically which is realistic, which is with facts, information, knowledge. So non-fiction is organized by a specific system. अब you must be wondering कि हमने यहाँ लिखा तो हुआ है terms, news media, religion, inventions, poetry, mathematics, environment, but there are certain numbers along with the names. So ये numbers क्या हैं? किसी को पता है? Have you ever seen in any of the libraries what these numbers signify? और ये numbers क्या हैं और क्यों होते हैं? Why 821 is poetry? Why 200 is religion? So there is basically a specific system, Dewey Decimal System, which is again being followed across the globe. आप चाहे जर्मनी चले जाएं, आप चाहे यूके चले जाएं, आप चाहे फ्रांस चले जाएं, कहीं भी चले जाएं, any library, this is the standard. Everywhere philosophy and psychology will come under the category 100. Religion will come under 200. Social science 300. So this is the standardized classification scheme that was devised by Mr. Melvin Dewey. He is known as the father of library science in America. So he has devised this entire system. Based on this only, all the libraries, all the resources, all the books are arranged everywhere. So now how to identify? कैसे पता चलता है कि कौन सी category में कौन सी books आती है? Some books are very easily identifiable. पता चलता है कि हाँ ये science है, ये technology है, this is art. But there are certain questions. If you ask those questions, you will get to know which section you have to look for. Like if you want to know about yourself, who am I? So obviously that basically comes under philosophy and psychology. How do we organize information, or who are the people around me? That comes under social science. How can I communicate with others? That comes under language. How can I enjoy my free time? That is arts and recreation. What was the world like in the past? So that is history. So all these questions, they answer the category which is being defined. So when you are picking up a book, you can see like this book answers this question, that means ye is category ke. Or you have a question in your mind, so you can always relate to this कि if I have this question, so what subject, what category should I look for जिसमें मुझे इसका आंसर मिल जाएगा. So likewise, now comes the digital libraries of India. So we have, obviously nowadays everything is digitized. So we have the print resources also and the digital resources also. So India has also done a lot of work in converting a lot of print resources into digital resources. So there is a National Digital Library of India, which is NDLI. This is basically a government's initiative, and it provides free access to vast collection of educational resources. And it has been managed by IIT Kharagpur. Then there is called Mint Book. It is a digital platform that has got over 100 publishers, and they are offering free ebooks, journals, and educational resources in multiple languages. So all these digital libraries are free. So you can go to these websites and you can write title or topic, and you will get a lot of resources and books. In FlipNet, it is Information and Library Network. This has been created by UGC. And there is another repository called Shodh Ganga. This is a repository of Indian electronic theses. All the theses and dissertations जो भी अभी तक publish हुई हैं, they are all in the digitized format. So if in future, if you plan to do some research, or you want to go for PhD, or you want to go for some dissertation, so what you can do is you can log into Shodh Ganga and you can type in your topic. You will get all the theses in the downloadable format. You can easily read them, download them, and refer them. Then obviously Swayam, we all know it's an online education platform with a lot of digital resources. So students के लिए भी है और teachers के लिए भी है. So this is what India has reformed libraries into digital libraries. Now the most interesting question is, suppose if you have to look for a book, तो कैसे ढूंढते हैं? How do you search a book? Obviously, either to the title of the book, or author, or publisher, or the ISBN. So now here I will explain you what is an ISBN and इसका कितना important role है when you are searching a book. ISBN basically it is International Standard Book Number. It is 13-digit number और इसके हर section का एक particular reason है. Like 978 signifies something, country code and subject code and publisher code, like that. So वो बहुत detail में हो जाएगा. That's why I've not explained it here. But ISBN, you can always see every book, हर book के back side पे एक ISBN होता है, like this, if you can see. So this ISBN is the identification number that I explained you earlier. इसके through you can search. Like if I give you some task, like you have to search for this ISBN 97801413588680. If you type it right now in your Google, and you will get to see this title, Percy Jackson. So sometimes क्या होता है कि this I explained you already. Treasure Island is the book title of the book, but you want the book by a specific publisher. थोड़ी उसमें बहुत सारे levels होते हैं, like easy, then little moderate, then there are abridged versions, then there are original versions. So classics की तरह ही there are nowadays all the books have been published in different versions. जैसे छोटे बच्चों के लिए graphic novels आ गई हैं. So if you see Percy Jackson का एक novel भी है और एक graphic novel भी है, kind of a comics. So it is easier for the students who are not into reading. उनके लिए बहुत easy हो जाता है. So this is how you can search if you are searching. अगर आपने Percy Jackson डाला, it will show all the versions of Percy Jackson. But if you are looking for a specific version, so always note down the ISBN. So ISBN say it becomes very accurate for you to search for it. So likewise, Psychology of Money, Alchemist. So there are a number of examples like that. Now, library science as a career. So till now, any doubt, any question, anything you want to ask? So that
Guys, any question? Preeti ji is there to answer your question. Anshika, Ayush, Aryan.
No,
you
ma'am,
can
no doubt.
even your questions also you can give it a try. You can try looking for any specific ISBN or specific book. So it's very interesting. Sometimes it is actually very fun-loving kind of a thing. Fine. So let's move ahead then. If you want to choose library science as a career, it is a very renowned career nowadays. Nowadays, people are opting for this science as a career also. So usually it was like pehle tha in the library means क्या करना है library में, you are going to the library, you are sitting there, you are just issuing books, you are maintaining the record, that's it. But nowadays the concept, the role of libraries and librarians have totally changed. In the school library, you must have seen, in the primary libraries, there are a lot of activities going on. The librarians work with the language teachers and they enhance their reading skills. They 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 work as a support to the teachers also, to the students also. In fact, for the students with special needs, they also librarians also are very helpful in improving their reading and their language skills. So if you want to choose library science as a career, so there are these categories. There is a certificate course, which is basically after 10th, you can pursue this course from any of the polytechnics. Then there is another diploma in library information science, which is basically after grade 12, which is also through a polytechnic. So the next level is bachelor's. So every certification or every course, you have a specific position designation. Like if you do a CLIS certificate course, then you can join as a library attendant. Then if you do the diploma in library, then you can work as a library assistant. Then if you have done BLIS, which is bachelor's in library science, and here the most important thing is the bachelor's cannot be done immediately after grade 12, just like any other bachelor's. If you are pursuing bachelor's of library science, you either have to finish the diploma in library science or any graduation in any discipline. So once you finish your graduation from any stream like science or commerce or humanities or any vocational, so after that only you can go for bachelor's in library science. And once you finish your bachelor's, then you can go for master's. Master's can also be done either after BLIS or after any graduation in any discipline. So all these courses are provided by many universities like Delhi University, IGNOU, and there are other universities like Bundelkhand University and Gwalior University, Jivaji University, then Banaras Hindu University, Jamia Millia, all these big famous universities, they provide these bachelor's and master's courses. And in case if you want to go further, you can do PhD in library and information science also. So this is the education that you need to become a library professional. After that, what are the positions or posts you can go for? Assistant librarian, library technician, documentation officer, archivist also. Like you can go for archivist also in the Indian Archives. You can go for museum curation also, records management, school librarian, university librarian, college librarian. So then as you pursue your further education, then you get your promotions and all. Then there is another very interesting link that says career opportunities. This is a government portal, ncs.gov.in. I would like to show you practically how to go. That this is basically a very good initiative by Indian government. So give me 1 second. Yeah. So this is the National Career Service NCS portal. So if you scroll here down, this says career information. Since you are in grade 12 or you have you must be looking forward for your career further. So this career information, if you click on this, all the sectors, possible sectors of profiles and careers are mentioned here. So if you want to go for IT, you can explore here. If you want to pursue some career in gem and jewelry, so this has got all the information about every possible career. Glass and ceramics, food industry, handicrafts. If you go for education and training, say, so usme bhi aage further all the possible courses are mentioned here. Anthropologist, archivist, astronomer, braille typist, clinical psychologist, sociologist, then demographer, then geographer, historian, information technology. So you pick any topic. Say if I go for archaeologist, so what do we require for an archaeologist? So all the information will be here. What could be the possible job description? What is the work environment? What are the working hours? What are the educational qualifications? Then competencies, everything is mentioned here. And they have mentioned the sample of training and learning courses also. They have given the link. Like before pursuing, if you want to go through the content, whether you want to go for this or not, so that also helps in taking decisions. Likewise, these are the codes and these are the references. So you can explore this website. It is very good for anybody who is looking, who is yet to decide his or her career. So if we go for, there is a term called news librarian also. Anything you want to know right now, we can go through that. Any specific topic, any specific career you want to inquire about, then we can go for that. So this is the link. I can post the link in the chat so that later on you can explore. This is not only specific for library science. This can be used to explore about any other career also. Fine. So this was very quick. Though I had planned a few more questions, but since the students were not very much interested to respond, I skipped those parts.
It's not interested. Actually, today is Sunday and they are not in the mood of learning something.
I know, I can understand. I can understand.
Yeah.
Fine. So anything anybody wants to know, wants to ask? If we go back, I have a few activities planned. Like I was thinking I should give you a title, or I can ask you if you have to look for a book by, like Harry Potter की कोई book ढूंढनी है, तो who is the author of Harry Potter? Can anyone tell me who is the author of Harry Potter?
J.K. Rowling.
Okay, so which shelf would you look for? Is it a fiction or a non-fiction?
It is a
Non-fiction.
fiction.
Very good.
Non-fiction.
Fiction. So which shelf would you go for looking about J.K. Rowling? So you will look for J.K. Rowling or Harry Potter book in J shelf or R shelf?
R shelf.
Okay, great. And what about,
Arshal.
okay, what about Sudha Murthy?
Ma'am, I am sure.
Ma'am, M.
Okay, and Munshi Premchand?
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
P shelf.
P shelf. Great, great, good. So that means you all were listening. I am happy. Fine. Acha, tell me one thing. If I show you this book, The Great Gatsby, is it visible, the title?
Yes, yes, it is.
Okay, so The Great Gatsby. What is this? Is this a fiction or a non-fiction?
Ma'am, don't know.
Don't know? Okay, so Great Gatsby is a fiction. It's a story. It's a novel. Okay, it's a very famous novel by Fitzgerald and it's a classic novel. Fine. Okay, now tell me about this Piri Shresht Kavitaएं? Is it a fiction or a non-fiction?
Non-fiction.
Okay, why is it a non-fiction?
Because it contains poems.
It contains poem.
Okay, so which category will it belong to? If we see the DDC, अगर हम DDC मैंने आप स्क्रीन पे लगाया हुआ है, इसमें इसके accordingly which category this will cater to? इसको ढूंढने जाएंगे तो किस में ढूंढें?
Ma'am, probably language.
Literature.
Okay, who said language?
Ma'am, I meant literature by accident.
Okay, yes. So it will come under literature. And you know, if you see इसका तो जो classification number होता है poetry का, it is 821. So that comes under literature, 800. Okay, another one. Chalo, last one. This is Louis Hay. You can heal your life. This will come under which category?
Non-fiction.
Okay, and non-fiction में which DV category?
On psychology.
Very good, very good. Psychology, yes. So this is basically self-help book. Self-help comes under psychology and sometimes in philosophy also. That is why they have overlapped philosophy and psychology together. Fine. So very, very good, very nice to get your answers. I am happy that you were all listening carefully. So anything else you want to know, you want to ask? I'm done with my session. It was very short. So you can ask.
It was very informative, very descriptive in that short time. I never knew that library can be so interesting topic.
Actually, this is a common perception about libraries. ना बोला मैंने ये होता था कि बस library में क्या करना जाके books issue करनी है और वापस आ जाना है.
Exactly, we never knew it can be so interesting. The library which you shown on PPT, the various libraries in the world, it's marvelous. मतलब we can't even imagine a library can be so beautiful.
Yeah. अच्छा, any of you have visited any other library apart from your school library? कभी कोई library में गए हैं? Yes, Ayush. Thank you.
Ayush, you can unmute yourself. Only for 6 of us are there.
So कोई कभी किसी library में गया है इसके अलावा, school library के अलावा?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I'll suggest you some libraries. Where are you from? Which part of India are you from?
Varanasi.
Varanasi.
Okay, Varanasi. So whenever you happen to come to Delhi or like Delhi NCR, so there is a British Council library in
CP.
Connaught Place.
In
CP,
yeah.
It is a beautiful library. Then there is American Center Library. Then you must be having any of the public library in your state city also. Every city has one public library. So look for know about your public library, your city's public library, and do visit there. You will get to know like how do they run, how do people come, and what is the membership, how do they work. You will get to know about all
This
this.
British Council of Library is very famous. It's I am in South Delhi, so I know it's very famous.
It is very famous. Yeah. In each now, though, what they have done is it's all computerized. Even in issue and return is all computerized.
And you don't get easily. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि आप जाओगे आपको they will give the membership and something like that. It's a tough process actually over there.
Now it has. Institutional membership तो easy है, but otherwise individual के लिए they have their terms and conditions.
Yes. Guys,
So-
you don't have any questions now? Should we wind up then?
No.
Preeti ji, thanks a lot for your time and efforts.
My
And,
pleasure.
Yeah, it's a really, it was a really informative webinar. We never knew library can be so much interesting.
I have a lot of topics, so I was thinking I'll speak to Vikrant and we can take it further. When I was doing this, then I realized that there is so much to be shared with the students and in fact with the teachers, and because nobody knows what actually
Yes.
the concept of
Definitely, we
library
will
was.
explore these things also. Definitely. Thank you, students. Thank you, Preeti ji.
My
Thank you,
pleasure.
ma'am.
My pleasure. Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.